This is Emily in Paris, Chapter 3. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Your eyes flit from Olivier to Leah as you try to calm your racing heart. Olivier is on the board of Enchanté? Forbidden love, that's sexy. Maybe he'll take me to his office and... Leah's voice interrupts your thoughts. Olivier is here to discuss the board's feelings about how you've been representing our magazine. Olivier smiles politely at you, but you can see your own surprise mirrored in his eyes. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Olivier. It's nice to meet you. It's an honor to meet a member of the board. The corner of his mouth ticks up slightly at your subterfuge. The pleasure is mine. Olivier gives you a reassuring smile and a flood of relief rushes through you. I'm here with the happy job of delivering compliments from the board. They're incredibly pleased with what you have been posting. I'm so glad to hear that. They feel you are bringing a fresh new voice to what is so classic about Paris. One even said today's posts have made them want to attend an event for the first time in years. You don't even try to contain the unabashed smile that covers your face. That's fantastic news. And what do you think? Are your feelings aligned with the board? Olivier winks, and you have to remind yourself that your boss is watching. You've made me remember the way Paris felt when I was a young boy. And I'm certainly enjoying this evening's function more than usual, thanks to you. Your cheeks flush at his double meaning. He turns to Leah with an appreciative smile. You've made an excellent choice with Kitty here. Leah rolls her eyes, but you can tell she's pleased. As you well know, Kitty was the board's choice. But I admit, she has exceeded my expectations thus far. Thank you, Leah. That means a lot. I appreciate knowing you have confidence in me. Leah gives you a genuine smile for what may be the first time. Keep up the good work. She turns back to Olivier. Now, there was something else you wanted to discuss. There is, though... His eyes shift to you, clearly wanting to talk to you alone, but Leah reads the gaze differently. In private, of course. Kitty, you're free to go enjoy the rest of the evening. Recognizing your dismissal, you excuse yourself. The weight of Olivier's gaze follows you from the room and through the rest of the night. The following evening, you, Emily, and Mindy are grouped around a table at Les Esprits de Gégé. Why didn't the two of you stop me from that 5th glass of champagne last night? She groans as she presses the cold glass of water to her forehead. Probably because you said, and I quote, "This is the fancy shit, and none of you better stop me from celebrating with it." Mindy shrugs as you laugh. Well, it was a celebration. I still can't believe we walked in a show at Paris Fashion Week. And I still can't believe I was flirting with my boss. Well, my boss's boss, technically, but still. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Have you seen the man? I'm sure he's used to anything with a pulse flirting with him. Gabriel laughs as he sets a basket of bread and a bottle of wine on the table. Mindy has a point. Even I will admit that he is quite suave. You all watch with amusement as Mindy pours herself a tall glass of wine. She pauses midway to her first sip when she notices your eyes on her. What? Haven't you ever heard of Hair the dog? Anyway, what we should be really talking about is Kitty's steamy workplace romance. Are you still into Olivier now that you know he owns the magazine? I'm not sure. It's definitely a little awkward. And I don't want to do something that could jeopardize my chances at Enchanté. I mean, he's not technically your boss though, right? True. He's just one of like 10 people that own the company that owns Enchanté, plus like a dozen other publications. Exactly. At most, that makes him like your benefactor? Ooh, like in Charles Dickens. You said he likes books too, right? Very funny. What do you think, Gabriel? I could use a man's perspective. Gabriel tilts his head thinking. Every relationship comes with some kind of complication. You just have to decide if it's worth the effort. Do you and Camille have complications? Mindy snorts into her wine and Emily stares daggers at her while Gabriel turns red. Why don't we talk about something else? Like your big night with Alexandre, Kitty? That's right. Are you excited for your date tonight? Emily, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to it since the auction. Do you know where he's taking you? I don't know anything. He disappeared that night and I haven't seen him since. Well, whatever he has planned, I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time. You glance at the time with a start. Oh shoot, I need to go get ready. Emily smiles excitedly as you stand. I can't wait to hear all about it. Mindy winks as she raises her wine glass in farewell. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. You say goodbye to Gabriel and the girls, then head home to get ready. Back in your apartment, you rifle through your wardrobe. What should I wear for my first date in Paris? Just as you finish getting ready, there's a knock at the door. He's early. He must be excited too. Heart beating with anticipation, you open the door to greet him. Good evening, Kitty. As you're coming to expect, Alexandre is holding a single flower. He extends the yellow tulip matter-of-factly. For you. And, as promised, to your surprise, he pulls a second flower from behind his back. A forget-me-not. I can't believe you remembered. They're beautiful. Thank you. You add them to the vase with the other flowers, rearranging them carefully. When you look up, you see Alexandre watching you with a genuine smile. I'm glad you're enjoying them. He gestures to the door. Shall we? As you make your way into the cool Paris night, you can't contain your curiosity. So, are you going to tell me why you bid on me? Alexandre turns to you, a hint of mischief in his eyes. Are you going to tell me why you said yes? Well, I want to get to know you. You're a bit of a puzzle, and I'm determined to figure you out. Alexandre raises an eyebrow, giving you a sideways glance. Best of luck. Even I haven't figured myself out yet. Before you can ask more, he quickens his pace. Now, come on, she's going to be close soon. Who's going to be close soon? You still haven't told me where we're going. Keep walking and you'll find out. You hurry to match his hasty pace, and as you do, your toe hooks into a gap in the cobblestones. Oh no, not again. Once again, you find yourself careening toward the sidewalk. And once again, Alexandre reaches out, taking you in his arms at lightning speed. Well, this feels familiar. You look up into his eyes, playful yet intense, and you make a joke. I must have pissed off the cobblestone in a former life. He frowns as you stand, steadying yourself. I told you, your shoes are going to be the death of you. His voice is stern, but also laced with care. Come on, we're almost there. Alexandre keeps a watchful eye on you as you walk, like he half expects you to trip again. Finally, you stop outside a small shop, its lights glowing with warmth and invitation. Here we are. He opens the door and gestures for you to enter, and you step inside to find a shoe shop. You know me so well. It's only our first date and you're already bringing me to my favorite places. He laughs. his walls noticeably lowering as he follows you into the shop. I admit that bringing you here is purely selfish. I've been lying awake at night, worried about you breaking your neck on one of those cobblestones. I didn't realize you were so concerned, or worried about my neck. So you do have time to think about my neck all day after all. Alexandre smirks slightly, shaking his head as he moves closer to you. Like I said, I am a very busy man during the day, but at night... Suddenly, an older woman bursts from the back room and into the shop, interrupting. Alexandre! Oh, my darling boy, how good to see you. Hello, Marie. Marie hugs him, and you watch in awe as all of Alexandre's reservations seem to melt away. It's so wonderful that you're here. It's good to see you. Are you feeling better? Oh yes, those wonderful arrangements you sent made me feel better than all the soup in Paris. She takes Alexandre's face in her hands and kisses his forehead. You laugh when she pulls away, leaving a lipstick stain. Marie turns to you at the sound, her expression bright with curiosity. And who is this? Alexandre looks suddenly flustered, as if he's unsure how to answer. This is my... she is... You interrupt him as Marie's expression becomes even more curious. I'm Kitty. I'm his date. He asked me out just the other night. Marie's eyes twinkle with interest. How marvelous! It's a pleasure to meet you, my dear. It's nice to meet you too, Marie. She turns back to Alexandre. And is there any particular reason you've brought your date to see me, Alexandre? She needs a pair of your shoes, of course. He frowns at the ones currently on your feet, as if they've personally offended him somehow. Those keep trying to kill her. Marie makes a tisking sound as she takes you in your footwear. A beautiful pair, but perhaps not suited for the cobblestones. No matter, I will make you a pair in no time. Before you know it, you've been ushered into a chair, and Marie is measuring your feet. As she does, you take in the shop around you, filled with shoes that rival any on the runway. These shoes are beautiful, Marie. Do you make them all? It seems like a lot of work to do by yourself. Marie smiles as she continues to work. It is not an easy job, but it is a fulfilling one. And I do not do it all alone. I've had many apprentices over the years. She smiles fondly at Alexandre, including this one for a spell. You made shoes? He winks. I'm a man of many hidden talents. Marie looks from you to Alexandre conspiratorially. Alexandre has been coming here since he was a young boy, always looking out for me and everyone else in the neighborhood. He is a wonderful man, don't you think? That's not the word I'd use. I would say he's enchanting. There's something about him that just captivates me. Alexandre looks pleasantly surprised by your answer, and Marie beams. Oh, how wonderful. I'm so happy you've met someone, Alexandre. I was worried that after. All right, that's enough about me. I wonder what Marie was going to say. Alexandre clears his throat, clearly eager to change the topic. Have you finished with your measurements, Marie? Yes. Be a good lad and go get my sketchbook from the back so I can properly record them. Alexandre looks reluctant to leave you and Marie alone, but even more reluctant to disobey her. I'll be right back. Marie lowers her voice as Alexandre leaves the room, her eyes sparkling with mischief. So, tell me everything. Well, it's still new. There isn't much to tell. Not yet, anyway. We're still getting to know each other. Marie nods as she helps you back into your shoes. Alexandre can be a tough book to crack, but I promise he is worth the read. You look at the shelves of Marie's work as you stand, and suddenly an idea occurs to you. Marie, would it be okay if I took a photo of your shoes for Enchanté's social account? Marie looks awestruck by the proposition, nodding eagerly. Oh, sweetie, I would be honored. Pick any pair you like. Marie bounces excitedly as the post goes live. Just think, maybe I'll be the one with this show during Fashion Week next year. Now that is a show I would attend. Marie beams as Alexandre re-enters the room, and she squeezes your arm. Kitty here is going to make me go viral. Is she now? Well, her shoes are the star. They're doing all the work, not me. Oh, how you flatter an old woman. Oh, come now, Marie. You're one of the youngest people I know. He winks. At heart, anyway. Marie gives him a tight squeeze and pinches his cheek. Oh, you are a sweet boy. But now, however old I may be, the night is young. And I'm sure the two of you have more exciting things to do than hang around the shoe shop with me. She gives Alexandre another hug, then turns to you. It was simply wonderful to meet you, my dear. She pulls you in for a tight hug, and she smells like a mix of spice cookies and Chanel. I will never forget it was you who made me famous. She winks as she pulls away. Now go, enjoy the rest of your evening. With a final goodbye to Marie, you and Alexandre head back into the Parisian night. Back outside, Alexandre leads you to a path that winds along beside the Seine. You walk in comfortable silence for a moment until Alexandre clears his throat to speak. And that was a nice thing you did back there, sharing Marie's shoes on your account. Thank you. You really care about her. I can tell she means a lot to you. He answers without hesitation. She means the world to me. He makes a sweeping gesture, motioning to the river, then the park and shops that line it. All of this does. I grew up here. He points to a small park where a group of teens are kicking around the ball. There, I used to play rugby there every day after school. And here. He points to the small cafe, rich smells wafting from its open door. They put a special blend of cinnamon in their hot chocolate. It's unlike anything you've ever tasted. His face is warm with the glow of nostalgia, and you ask him to tell you more. He laughs lightly. Are you sure I'm not boring you? Not at all. I want to know all about you. In case I haven't made it clear, I'm intrigued by you, Alexandre. He pauses for a moment, an emotion you can't quite place swimming in his eyes. And you are nothing short of captivating, Kitty. He shakes his head as he resumes his stride, returning to his lighter mood. But if it's stories about me you want, I have plenty of those. I'm sure you want to see the tree I fell out of when I was 16. You laugh as you follow along beside Alexandre, listening to his stories all the way home. Soon, you find yourself back in front of the bookshop. I suppose this is good night then. Perhaps we can do this again sometime. Again, I'd love to. If you have another 1,000 euros laying around, that is. Alexandre laughs as you give him a teasing wink. For you, I'm sure I can scrounge something up. He pauses, his gaze landing on your cheek, and he smiles softly. You have... He reaches out, and every one of your nerve endings goes on high alert as he brushes your cheek. He runs his finger along the line of your cheekbone, stopping just above your lips. There. His gaze is fiery as he pulls away, a single eyelash on the tip of his finger. Make a wish. You keep your eyes fixed on Alexandre as you wish for a goodnight kiss. If he's feeling the same way I am, I hope that he'll kiss me. You press your lips together and blow the eyelash from his fingertip. Alexandre's gaze is fixed on your lips, and warmth climbs up your neck as its intensity. As if he's drawn by an unstoppable force, Alexandre leans in and presses his lips to your cheek. Good night, Kitty. He whispers the words in your ear, the warmth of his breath sending a shiver through you. But when he pulls back, it's like his walls have slid back into place. He shoves his hands in his pockets like he needs the reminder not to reach for you, and smiles tightly. Anyway, thanks for coming with me tonight. He turns abruptly. I'll see you. Before you can question his sudden change in mood, he's halfway across the courtyard. Good night, Alexandre. Trying to make sense of it all, you turn back to the bookshop. But just as your hand reaches the door, your phone vibrates in your pocket. Who could that be this late? You open your phone to find a cryptic text from Leah. Come in early tomorrow, new assignment. Unsure if you should be nervous or excited, you quickly type out your reply. I'll be there. The next morning, you quickly dress for work, still riding the high of your win with Seraphine. Leah is waiting for you when you arrive, a look of bemused interest on her face. Good morning, Kitty. Good morning, Leah. I am not one for unnecessary suspense, so I'll get right to it. We are shooting an exclusive behind-the-scenes first look at Seraphine's next line today. After the fashion show, she personally requested that you conduct an interview as well. Me? That's amazing news. I'd be honored to interview her. As you should be. Truly, in-depth interviews with Seraphine are incredibly rare. Do well on this, and perhaps you will have your first digital exclusive. Oh my god, that's huge! Leah waves you toward the door, before you have time to ask more. Now go, her good graces are easily lost, and you don't want to be late. But as you turn to leave, Chloe suddenly appears before you, an unfamiliar expression on her face. Hello, Kitty. Hey, Chloe. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of in a rush right now. This will only take a moment. She sighs heavily, a look of resignation on her face. I want to apologize for how I have treated you since you arrived in Paris. I know I've been unkind, and I'm sorry. You pause, equal parts intrigued and suspicious. Really? I'm listening. Go on. It's hard to admit, but I have been a bit jealous of you. I've worked here for a long time, and I admire Leah so much, but it's been difficult to get her to see me as anything more than her assistant. Oh, well, that must be frustrating. But I'm not sure what it has to do with me. We have two completely different roles. Chloe sighs. Leah barely knows you, and yet she is willing to give you this chance to prove yourself. Until Seraphine's show, I didn't understand why. I thought you were the shiny new toy that Leah was only willing to play with because you are American. But you don't feel that way anymore? Chloe focuses on her toes, of her impossibly high heels, clearly not used to apologies. After the fashion show, I realize now that you have talent, and that I may have underestimated you. For that, I am sorry. There is nothing but sincerity in Chloe's words as she finally meets your eye. I will understand if you are not willing to accept my apology, but I hope you do. Chloe, I accept your apology. It takes a big person to admit when they're wrong. Thank you. Chloe nods, humbly. I'm only sorry that it was necessary. Oh, I almost forgot. These are for you. She hands you a small paper bag that's been sitting on her desk. You peer inside and you find half a dozen Sephiroth pastries. Pastries? Gorgores, a delicious cheesy pastry that also happens to be Seraphine's favorite. Not many people know that, but my cousin went to design school with her ages ago, and she practically lived on them. Consider them a peace offering. Thank you, Chloe. This is really kind of you. I really appreciate it. Chloe smiles, waving you off. It's the least I can do after my bad behavior. Now you better get going. Seraphine won't take kindly to being kept waiting. She gives you a tight smile as you begin to walk away, pastries in hand. Good luck! Seraphine's atelier is a whirlwind of color and chaos, much like her. When you arrive, she's busy barking orders at someone, pinning shimmering fabric to a mannequin. But as soon as she sees you, she rushes over and, to your surprise, wraps you in a hug. Kitty, I'm so glad to see you again. Hello, Seraphine. Your atelier is incorrigible. I love it. And you've been practicing your French. Très bien. She releases you from her embrace just as her stomach lets out a loud growl. Excusez-moi. I have been so busy I can't even remember the last time I ate. Her gaze falls to the pastry bag still in your hand and her smile grows. Is there anything you do not have a solution for? Before you can respond, she takes the bag from your hand and pops a gogo in her mouth. I can't take all the credit. Someone at the office. Seraphine holds up her hand, silencing you. She chews slowly, once, twice. What is this? You can tell by her expression that something is wrong, and your stomach turns. It's a gogo. You jump back as she spits the pastry out at your feet. Fromage? You give me cheese? Her face turns red as she shakes with anger. Are you evil, or are you just an imbecile? Everyone in this town knows I am a vegan. Seraphine, Everyone! She points to the door, her fury practically shaking the room. Get out! Get out now! Not wanting to incur any more of Seraphine's wrath, you race from her atelier and into the street. I'm gonna kill Chloe. She messed with the wrong woman. Your heart sinks even lower when your phone lights up with a text. It's Leah. Just spoke with Seraphine. We need to talk. Meet me at Olivier's office. Panic courses through you as you stare at the screen. Oh no, am I about to get fired by Olivier? Phew, the board liked my post and Leah seems to be pleased. I can't believe Alexandre used to help Marie to make shoes. Alexandre showed me the neighborhood where he grew up. I pretended I didn't know Olivier. Alexandre and I shared a romantic moment walking along the Seine. Alright guys, that was the end of chapter 3. If you're not already, please consider subscribing, liking the video to help me out, and if you would like to see me pursue a specific love interest in this game, leave their name in the comments. Thanks so much guys, and I'll see you in chapter 4.